Lafara, your tarot life coach, bringing you your new moon in Aries tarot scope, big baby. Big hugs, lots and lots of love, high fives and some damn dirty shoulder rubs. What's up, family? All right, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for giving me an opportunity and a chance to join with you, and hopefully this will offer some insight about this new energy coming in on the 15th, which is tomorrow, big baby. Yeah, it just like kind of sneaked up on me out of nowhere. However, let's get this out there. Let's get our channel message. If you're new, hopefully you'll hit that like, that share, maybe even subscribe, all right? This is a general read on the energy that the moon is bringing in. It is not directed to any specific sign. However, it is just for insight and guidance. So, the channel message that I got this time, 2 hunters came out. So you know this is about some action, baby. We about to do some work. We about to be like Rihanna and work, okay? Now, the Hunter of Honor, if you see him here, he's kind of extending his hand to you and he's kind of telling you like, it's time for justice. It's time for balance. Some of us are dealing with balance. Some of us are dealing with karmic issues. And just for the record, guys, karma doesn't always have to necessarily be negative, okay? Oh, we give a lot of power to things that don't deserve that power, okay? So we must honor places, people, and things, accepting them for what they are, acknowledging them, and moving forward. But what I kind of feel like is just like simply like do the right thing. Get started. You see how you're getting the energetic extension of that hand, and it's like saying, here I am to lead you and to guide you. Now come with me. Let's get to it. This is about looking at people and seeing that, hey, we do have some differences, but if we can work together, we can create a whole nother way, a whole nother level, and move this on. It's about being honorable. Honesty and respect is coming out really strong with this read. I just noticed that because I'm going to do a focus on Mercury, the sun, and the moon. Just kind of like if they had a voice, what they would be telling you. Anyways, and it was about respect also. So just realizing that respect is going to be really important right now, okay? Now, we had a lot of interesting energy coming out, and I'm going to refer to some notes that we have. Like all of this energy this year has been intense. I'm using some stuff from Energetic Principles, and I'm also going to include a link to her new podcast that starts tomorrow. The 16th, I think. Super excited about that, and I just can't wait to hear about it. It'll be a weekly podcast. I'll have more information in the description box, so you guys be sure to listen to it. She is an awesome astrologist. So with all of this going on, we've been going through some really intense energy, not just here, but in the cosmos. And on the 15th, this new moon is going into Aries, right? It kicks us into action. Almost like put your money where your mouth is, boo, because Taurus energy is coming in, and that's all about manifestation, right? Aries is ruled by Mars. Now, if we think about that, it's shacked up in Capricorn, okay? Like, that's like, hey, Earthlings, get your boo-boo caca together, okay? And then Mercury slowed everything down for us to realize what needed to change. Now, I have had an intense, emotional, growth-building Mercury retrograde. This has been one of my most incredible times of growth. And also time to realize that I got to take care of myself energetically, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And I hope you guys are doing the same for yourselves also. Now, with that being said, we might not feel this energy for a while. We might not feel it. And then all of a sudden, some things are going to pop up. And you're going to be like, oh my damn, I should have focused on that. I should have done that. So this is why Mercury retrograde happens. It's for us to slow the F down and kind of like look at life and see, where do I need to change? What do I need to change? Where do I need to revamp? So on Monday, April 16th, my homie from Energetic Principles, what's up, soul sister, will be doing her podcast. And she's going to break down the cosmos and also do a tarot read. And she's going to be inviting different guests in, guys. So be sure to check it out. Her podcast link will also be in my description box. Now, with that being said, going back to our channel message, we have the Hunter of Paths right next to the Hunter of Honor. And I'm feeling like the Hunter of Honor is telling you to choose your path wisely. Necessarily not like make sure you don't make any mistakes, But it's saying, you know, you've been confused and you've been lost because there's so many ways to get to that one destination. But are you going to do it honorably? Are you going to do it with your head held high? And a lot of times I associate the giraffe with this card. And that is about not lowering your standards, not sinking down to other people's levels. And yes, I love animals, guys. I strongly believe that they are here to lead us and show us the way sometimes on how to be and how to use their energy. And so giraffe energy is what this card represents to me. But it's about looking up from a higher, different perspective, because you see how tall she is. And she's on top of an animal, and she's looking at it off of an animal with a really high neck. Hence the giraffe, okay? Now, this is about being mindful about the wrong decisions and moving with discernment. So I feel like honorably, we will be moving with discernment, and we're making a way. We're making things happen, Captain. Okay? And that is the channeled message. If you got nothing but choose your path with honor and dignity and do not lower your standards, then hallelujah, we moving in the right direction. I'm going to also tell you a lot of grounding energy might really be good with this, because we have like an orangey yellow, like reddish kind of muddy color. And I like to associate the hunters with being very rooted and grounded with the earth, because you have to understand what's going on in order to go find what you need. Okay? So grounding may be really important to you during this time. Now, the moon, baby, the moon, this moon in Aries is telling us you are so damn magical and beautiful, baby. And I just think that the magic is within you. And this is from the Isis deck. And this is talking about creating rituals and magic within yourself. You don't always have to go and seek it from someone else, my friend. It is housed inside of you. You are made of stardust, baby. Just trust it. You are magic. Now, this is not about having fear of being magical. Some people call it faithfulness. Some people call it faith-driven. I like to think of it as magic. I like to think that I can move my finger like a magic wand and make beautiful things happen. And that within me, I house such beautiful energy that when I speak these spells of good things coming my way, that all of a sudden the energy manifests and creates what I want. And I like to live that way. I just feel really good about it. Anyways, if this is confirmation, if you've recently started a practice of these kinds of things, this is confirmation that it's working well with you and you should continue. This is also a great time to work with the I am energy. Lots of solar plexus energy coming through. But the magic is within you. And that's what Aries moon is trying to teach us. It's like, hey, you remember that thing you wanted to do about 4 months ago and you talked a lot of noise about it and you didn't do nothing? Well, now, baby, we about to do it, okay? Now, we have mentally divine consciousness. We're having tons of downloads. Crown chakra's going crazy. And that's why we got to stay grounded. And I also feel like this is a connecting force. A lot of times when I see that rainbow energy coming in, I think about uniting different aspects of ourselves, of our community, of our family, and coming together to create beauty. This is also telling you, clean up your act, my friend. Drink more water. Make sure you're getting your rest. Create an energetic bubble around yourself where you are protecting your energy and moving forward. Now, physically, we have the Wolverine, okay? Wolverine is coming in, and it's like, man, baby, you a lot stronger than what you thought. You got this. You have it more than what you can even imagine, okay? So it's telling you to call upon that warrior side, that archetype aspect of yourself that's charged with defending the kingdom, the king or the queen of the house, or like I like to say, the big deity of the house, or the big mama, all right? Now, being assertive, having boundaries and protecting those boundaries, and not just putting those boundaries out to see if they work. You know, like, I'm going to tell him this and see what happens. No, I'm going to tell him this and I'm going to stick to it. How about that? How about that, huh? Meet me outside. I'm just kidding. Anyways, this is about being resourceful, survival, balance, persistence, and reclaiming your personal power with those ram horns, okay? Big baby, come at me, I'm going to come at you, okay? Now, lingam energy is coming in for that soul, and this is from the seeds of Shakti. Lingam is a sacred carved stone that's found in the center of most Hindu temples. It's sacred worship. It's a phallic symbol, and it has the yoni also into it. This is combining the divine feminine and masculine. Honor the sacred feminine and masculine energies within you, okay? This is dualities. This is finding that magical balance for you so that you can move forward and so that you can, you know, accomplish your goals. Go what you're doing, what you're going for. All that wonderful stuff. Whew. So, with that being said, my lovelies, let's go ahead and bless our deck. Let's see what we got coming on out and move forward. Say to bless these cards and see the energy. New moon in Aries for all signs. And we are ready. Now that is like the third time I've rolled a 4. So I'm going to tell you, we are about to lay the foundation. We are moving forward and we are going to get what we want. Alrighty. Now, let's cut our deck. I have pre-shuffled and we have the spirit guide of the fire signs with them sexy calves coming through, cleaning up the things that we've lost our passion for, okay? We may have lost our passion, we may have lost our desire, we might have lost our gun-ho. However, Aries energy is the ram, and we are gonna get it done. We are gonna revive, reignite, and move forward. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Oh, guys, y'all see these beautiful, beautiful bracelets that I got? I got these at Spiritual Quest Center in Old Spring, Texas. Old Springtown, Texas. I think my battery's about to die, guys. If it cuts off, I will be right back. And it's located at 303 Main Street in Old Town Spring. Oh my gosh, they have rocks, they have gems, they have sage, they got everything you can imagine, and they have readers there. It's super, super awesome. Check it out. Recommend it highly if you are on the north side of Houston. All right, first position, 2 of Wands, the Fool. Ooh, getting grounded. Communication. All right, I'm gonna move this over right here. Overall energy is the 5 of Arrows reversed. All right, guys, my battery is dying. Give me a second. All right, found my charger. All right, guys. With this, the first position, what we're looking at is what wants to start. Well, I feel like some of us are at this crossroads. Some of us are ready to start something new. Interesting that we have the energy of the ram coming in. And this is just like energy that's coming in because it's time to get through this crossroads. It's time to see things for what they are. Make some decisions, very independent decisions. This is the wand of the magician coming in. And I kind of feel like, what wants to start in your life? Where do you want to begin? How are you initiating that? In a lot of decks, they show a person kind of looking out at the road, looking at these new beginnings and these things that are going to come in. However, my thing is, what are you going to take control of? Because how to stay grounded is simply to make that decision. A lot of us are at this crossroads. A lot of us are unsure of what the future holds. And with that, we sometimes allow our power to be, I wouldn't say taken, but we kind of give our power away when we don't make those decisions ourselves and we let others make them for us. Now, the second position, how to stay grounded, and we have the Fool. This is Enkidu. But Enkidu has to make a decision just like you do. Do I want to stay with the animals, or do I want to know what it's like to feel love, to feel humanly loved, to be human? And some of y'all are at this crossroads, whether it be work, whether it be family, whether it be in love, whether it be in self-love. Do I really want to put this boundary up? Because this person might take it the wrong way. And if they do, what am I going to do? How am I going to feel? So you're at this crossroads. And this grounded state is that you're going to take control. And you're going to say, this is my decision. And this is where I'm going with it. And this is what I choose. You see in the background, this is the woman who gave him the elixir. You know, she's holding her heart like, are you going to pick me? Are you going to pick that? What are you going to pick? And he ends up going back to the animals at one point, and they don't want him anymore because he's not like them. So the thing is, you might leave something and go back, and it just doesn't feel right. So you need to trust your heart space, and you need to trust what you're feeling and trust your intuition about what's coming next for you and follow that. Now, I have Clean It Up coming out, but I need to make sure, let's use our pendulum upright. So we're getting clean it up. It's number 21, moving into the number 3. Basically telling you, man, it's just time to clean house, dude. It's time to make sure that you are getting your stuff together. Like they say, put your ducks in a row, you know, that kind of stuff. But it's also time to focus on you. Stop looking at what others are doing. Don't pay attention to that stuff right now. What can you do to fix the situation? And no, you're not Mr. or Mrs. Fix It for everybody, but you can be Mr. and Mrs. Fix It for yourself. A lot of times we get caught up in this he said, she said, well, this and that. No, focus on what you can change. What can you change? I always tell my students, circle of control. On the outside, I want you to write all the things that you feel like you can't control. And on the inside, I want you to write what you can. Usually, we get the point and the child's like, well, there's not much I can control but myself. Exactly. So what can you control about yourself? And that's where you start. If this is about a relationship, it's time to clear the air. Speak your truth. Get rid of the old stuff so that the new can have some room. Emotional baggage has no room here. Let it go, okay? So you can grow. This is being responsible as a prosperity message. Do what you got to do. Do your paperwork. Do your job. Go to work. Don't be calling in all the time. This is about getting your ducks in a row, okay? Now, third position. What is blocking? Well, what's blocking is I think you're seeing the bigger picture before you plant the seed. This is a tree of life. This is balance. For some of us, it is finding balance, and for some of us is that we want to get to the finish line before we even start. And so we get overwhelmed. You know, we're here planting the seed, and then we're like, damn it, I watered you for 2 days and you're still not growing. Like, what the hell? What's wrong with you, little plant? And then we give up and we walk away. Well, great things take time. They don't just happen. When we see other people's successes, we're like, damn, how'd they do that overnight? You don't know what they had to go through for that tree to be so damn beautiful, or for their career to be going so well, for their marriage to flourish. We don't know all that it took to get that big picture. So it's almost what's blocking us is ourselves, because we want the big picture right now, okay? Because we live in one of those times in that society. Now, pay attention. For some of you, this might represent an Aries, not an Aries, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But what I find interesting is that he is shooting down this lion-spaced energy. Now, this individual or this energy, because this is for me a focus on communication, getting those ideas out there. The Prince of Arrows is all about shooting out great ideas, great thoughts. But the thing is, we gotta have some freaking follow through. We gotta put our money where our mouth is. So if you're gonna talk about it like they say, baby, you need to be about it, okay? You need to be about what you talk about. You need to be impeccable with your word. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to speak your truth. And I'm gonna use the Don Miguel cards. And let's see what comes out. There's one. Okay. So 4 came out. Let me check it. Okay. Is that it? Okay. So be impeccable with your word. Create a beautiful dream. And this man is playing a guitar, and he's got all these little birds around him. And for me, this is communication. This is online communication. This is mindfulness. This is what you tell yourself, what you're telling others, what you're putting in the universe. And it says your words can create the most beautiful dream, or your word can destroy everything around you. Impeccability of the word only creates beauty, love, and heaven on earth. Stop saying negative things about yourself. Build yourself up. Create in yourself a sense of wholeness, of well-being, of happiness and appreciation for who you are at this very moment, because that's exactly who you're supposed to be, and watch yourself grow, okay? Now, in the last position, it says how to progress, and it shows this lion being shot down in the blaze of glory, damn it. And she's crawling, and she's like, I'm going to get there, and I'm going to make it. And she's got all these arrows in her back. So I'm going to tell you how to progress. And you see she's going back to her original idea. She's going back to all those beautiful dreams. Is no matter how many times you have failed, you have only failed when you give up. Don't give up. Revamp, reorganize, and try it again. There's always got to be another way. There's always got to be a different solution. And if we focus on the solution, if we focus on how to move forward and how to get there and stop looking at like, oh my gosh, I can't do it because of this, I can't do it because of that, that slows you down. It slows your energy down. And Aries energy is about go, 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 go. For some of us, we are dealing with heart space issues in relationships. Create within yourself the relationship that you desire so that when you meet somebody, they have to mirror that energy. Treat yourself good. Take yourself out to lunch. Take a shower, damn it. I've been saying that a lot to people because it's going to get hot up in here in Houston. Take your showers. Get your me time in. Treat yourself. Buy yourself something nice and pretty, like these pretty bracelets that I got. They are black jasper and prenite. I might be saying it's for angelic communication. I absolutely loved them. My daughter got some crystals. We bought a whole bunch of incense. It was a beautiful atmosphere there, guys. Try it out. Once again, it is the Spirit Quest Center in Old Town Spring, okay? Houston, Texas. Now, so this energy that's coming in, it's telling you to remember your dreams. And that's what this Aries energy is about. It's the go-getterness. It's about like, hey, this is what I want. Think about what Aries is represented in the deck as the Emperor. This is what I want. This is what I get. And I conquer this stuff. Right? And he puts his little flag in it. It's mine, okay? And that's how you should feel about your life. You put your little flag in it, your little logo, whatever you want to think it is, and you say, this is my territory, and this is me time, and this is what I want, and this is what I'm going to go for. And then you ask for assistance from your spirit guides, or you ask for assistance from people, and you go forth and you create the type of life that you desire, whether that be internally or externally. But it's about a mission, guys. Now, overall energy here is the Five of Arrows reversed. This is Anzu. Anzu goes and steals the tablets of life, right? And he gets away with it, right, the first time. And then Ninatura was like, oh no, bro, I'm coming for you. So he goes and consults with the magician. And the magician's like, pss, 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 and he goes down. This usually represents, if you look at all those communications, this is when we have a regret. There is something that you have been regretting that you really wanted to do. And it's time to clean up your act, clean up your words, speak good things in your life, speak good things about others, make some damn decisions and move forward. Everybody gets hurt. We all go through rough times, but it's about the recovery. And this is where you see your growth at. All right? So that is our new moon in Aries read. And I got a little gift for you. I got a little surprise, a little something, something, you know. And I used my Sacred Sites card, which I love so much, gifted to me from one of my bestest friends in the whole wide world. Thank you so much. They have been nothing but a blessing to me and to others. And Tongo Rio came out. And I was like, at first I was like, how is that even, I don't even go with this. I was like, yeah, you know, like sometimes things fall out. I'm like, I didn't understand. Now I get it. The focus of this card is about a respect. All right. Now, in the past, I'm going to use Mercury because Mercury is about to go what? Direct, guys. It's about to move right. Okay. Now, Mercury represents past things, slowing us down. And it talks about looking at the Tanwa, and that's the lizard creature in the middle of the card, okay? Look at the Tanwa. What are you feeling? Are you afraid? What do you feel? And it says, when you look at it on this card, you feel safe or vulnerable. The latter indicates a lack of respect for yourself, your body, or those who cared for you in the past. Perhaps you suffered substance abuse or belittled others or been wasteful of resources. Now is the time to change. And that's Mercury telling you, baby, I slowed stuff down. What you gonna do with this? I done redirected, re-showed you, made your computer break down, turned your phone off, did some stuff to your car, and you still didn't get the message, okay? However, if you feel protected by the Tanwa, it's a sign of detaching from the past, of the pains from the past, okay? Know that it's safe to acknowledge them and move on. The Tanwa gives you strength. So it's like looking at the ugly shit in your life. Yeah, I said it. Go ahead and send me those mean emails like you always do. All right? Looking at those bad things in your life and saying, you know what? Out of that crappy situation, that bullshit I had to go through, God, I grew so much. You know, that's why they call it, what is that stuff? Mulch? There's so many moles for no reason. They got some other stuff up in there, okay? So sometimes you gotta go through the shit to get to where you gotta be. And it's okay because you grow and you gain respect and you learn boundaries for yourself. Now, in the middle world, this is the sun. And I feel like the sun is like that smooth man who comes up on you. Or that smooth lady. And they got like a lot of game. And they make you feel real good about yourself. And you're like, ooh, shine, baby, shine. And it's telling you, look at the central image right here. Okay? This is the sign of Manya, the messenger between mortals and the spirits. And if you feel drawn to this symbol, there's something you want to be protected from. Maybe you wish to ask for help. Maybe somebody's lack of understanding, care, or respect needs to be addressed. So I kind of feel like this is where the sun comes in. He's like, hey, girl. Hey, guy. Okay. Hey, baby. I saw what went down over there. And I just want to let you know I'm going to give you a big warm hug. I'm going to work on your solar plexus energy, baby. And we're going to make you strong again. Because you're going to shine and you're going to grow. All right? And then on the top of the card, this is our subconscious. These are the things that go on in our mind. This is the moon energy. And I feel like the moon is like this mystical, like, hello. You know, like y'all ever listen to those YouTube videos where they have the computer readers and it's a female one? It's like, hi, I am channeling from, so that's what I feel like the moon sounds like. I don't know why. So it talks about the Tahunga who showed very little respect, especially for the young who mocked him. So the Tahunga's old and the young would like disrespect him. And he came up in the school and he's like, hey man, something about to go down. We got to get out of here. But there was one boy, Turi, who had been taught to respect his elders, and he stood up for the Tahunga. So everybody from the village agreed to at least visit him and take him some food. And they found him high on the mountainside, just as the earth shook and the great wave came, destroying all that they had left behind. But they had been saved. Subconsciously, your mind is telling you, this moon in Aries is telling you, things can be saved. Things will be okay. You might have to leave everything in the past and rebuild, restart again. But I'm here for you. And we're going to move forward. All right? So the villagers rebuilt what had been lost, including the faith of the Tahunga and the young, who now respected the land and their laws. So think about it. Maybe you can go back and rebuild that dream. Maybe you can rebuild that relationship. Maybe you can rebuild your boundaries. But the thing is, it's respect. The two faces on this card depict past and future generations and indicate that a prosperous tomorrow beckons once you too respect all that is sacred, both within you and all around you. All right, guys, this is your read. Big, big hugs, guys. Thank you so much for joining with me. May you have a beautiful, beautiful new moon. Hit me up with emails. Even if they aren't very friendly, I still read them. Sometimes I respond. If it's something that I've offended you on, I do apologize. Never mean to do these reads to offend. It's only to help you like look at things from a different perspective and offer some guidance if you're open to it. So if you're interested in a read, hit me up at arianaluciano@gmail.com. And remember, I will be ending the video special after the Mercury retrograde is over. So hit me up before then because they will be going back to regular price. If you're interested in a phone read, video read, Skype read, a personal read that way, hit me up through email arianaluciano@gmail.com or on the gram at arianaluciano. Be blessed, family.